historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings first down.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Dalvin Cook.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Packers' 43-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
On third down, Cousins. Going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They find some open field here. He's at the 40 and all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7. Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. There he goes left side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Makes the score Packers 14.
They set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown. Alan Lazard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Setting up the screen for Cook. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Hands to Dalvin Cook.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And the Vikings have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins eluding the pressure. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 82 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback, that momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
8-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Smith catches left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
46.
Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He'll get this to Lazard. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And the Vikings.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, it's Cousins. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The 34-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. That is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alan Lazard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Packers 35, Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off near the 29. Then into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Packers 42, Vikings 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
Cousins pass.
Not much there, only a yard.
Jefferson. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 49-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Packers 49, Vikings 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. To Jefferson on a slant. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go again.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Cousins pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's
third and short yardage. Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Back now at Lambeau.
with the score. Packers.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. D.J. Waddle in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. To try again after the sack. Rodgers going to throw right side here, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Cousins. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, going for Jefferson down. He's got a man, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Cousins now to throw on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On play action, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And some space here. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive with Cook. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. First down, Vikings.
Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Ball carrier.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The gun. Here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Vikings, 38.
Again, it's Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
To Aaron Jones.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their